Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of Space Engineers. In the last episode, we built a blueprint for being able to actually have our landing pad. Oh, is this actually... Well, this is rough to run on. Well, I don't like that at all. It might not be too bad to drive on. So I built these since the last episode, and they go down into a little divot. I've got it this way so that I can come down here, and then I can go inside, and when I go inside, I can actually walk on top of the pipes. So the pipes are going to be beneath the floor here. And the pipe is going to allow for a connector to come right up here, and the connector is going to allow me to connect the welding ship. So I'll pretty much have to build a little bit of a sleek frame so that way it can drive down into this divot. And I might need to make this one more over this way. But essentially my idea is to be able to walk inside, and then I can get inside of here. Boop. Crouch down and I can, whoa. Okay, that's weird. If you start running, you just go side. Wow, that is awkward. But essentially, so I can just walk down. Ooh, ow, ow. Walk down it, and I'll still be able to drive over top of it. Grab this one as well. Turn my HUD back on, actually. Passages take a lot of construction comp and interior plates. A surprising amount, actually. Missing some steel tubes. Still missing steel tubes. Let's queue up the rest, because I'm pretty sure that's the end of all of the stuff I can pull out. Alright, get this welded up, and then we'll finish digging the channel. Have to get the rest of the stuff that we're going to need. I'll put a ladder in there, maybe, because I know I'll have a little bit of space. I gotta work really hard on the space, though, because we're not going to have a lot of space. You know, there's just this tiny little passage, and then it's a drop down. I was thinking about making it a door, but sadly, there is no, like, door and then immediately drop down. And I need these spots right here and here to be open for the actual wheels to go down. I'm also not sure if the wheels will go down far enough. Because essentially what I wanted to do is I want to have a high middle, so that way I can have a tail on it. Then I'll have a hinge that it can rotate up and down. Then I'll have a piston that lifts the arm up and down. So essentially I can weld up this whole platform. It's either doing it that method, or the method I'll be using will just straight up be welders on the front that I'll drag and welders on the back that I'll drag. I don't know. We'll have to figure out which one we're going to go with. But essentially those are the two types that I'm looking for. And I was thinking of doing it where, like, let's see here. All right, so I was actually thinking about doing it where we have a welding ship where I can just fly over top of it and weld it. But the amount of materials that I'm going to need, I don't want to build something that's going to have capabilities of holding all that weight. And this floor, I am realizing I hate. It does not feel comfy to run on. Not comfy at all. Not enough comfy. This is the base of our welding ship that we're going to make. It's pretty much just going to go up, then it's going to go down, and then down. I'm thinking, I'll probably have it 4 blocks, right? Let's see here. How much is a small block? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll have it around 5 blocks. Let me actually grab some steel plates out real quick so I can actually measure that. Make sure I'm accurate. Drop the block. That's 1 block. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I was actually off. Oh, you know what? No, it's fine, because the wheels are also going to be around 2 blocks. The large wheels. Let's grab a large wheel out just for reference. Should be this one, right? Yeah. Let's see here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 blocks tall. And then this connects to the middle one, which is, so 2 blocks beneath. And that'll be the base right there. So then it's going to go up from that point. Yeah, so we should be good. Oh, whoop, didn't mean to, whoa, no. I don't want you down here. This is the maintenance tunnel. I honestly don't know what it is in real life, but I find like maintenance tunnels and stuff like that, I find them very cool. I guess because it's like a place you're not supposed to go. You know, like you're not allowed to go there unless you're a specific employee of that maintenance tunnel. So like, I don't know what it is about like little tunnels like this, but they always make me so happy that like it's my tunnel, that I own that tunnel. I can go in that tunnel whenever I want. I don't know, it's like a power grab, I guess. I don't I just love it. I'm sorry. I have no idea why. Let's get this welded up really quickly. I want to get this welded up because this is where we're pretty much going to have the ship 90% of the time while we're building it. I'm going to build the base with the feet, and then I'll build everything else afterwards. I want to be able to drive it on top of the platform right here, because I need to measure it and make adjustments before I start building all of the internals. And the ship essentially is going to be a welding ship, yes. But I'm also thinking about turning it into like a permanent rover, right? With all the weight on it that it's going to have, we could have like a trailer attached to it and be able to drive stuff around. So I think that would be pretty cool. Still got to craft 4. I guess we just don't have the materials in here. We can craft it up easily enough. Now, if we need iron ingots, we did go make that iron run, and KIZO still has a lot of stuff in his inventory. Oh yeah, while I'm thinking about it, let's go down to one of the unknown signals. We actually got somebody that wanted to name this unknown signal, the exotic roller. Funky Monkey. Thank God you named it Funky Monkey. It's such an easy name. All the other names that I've come up with are hard, and I have to practice off camera. Yeah, the worst start sign is looking real good. We haven't had any visitors yet. Because of the landing pad not being available, people haven't been able to actually land on the platform. And since they can't land, you know, they're not coming. We also don't have the signal on, so that's another reason, but I don't think that matters. Oh yeah, before I forget as well, there's also something I wanted to try. So we had somebody that had a suggestion to put a gyroscope and then have it like constantly turning in one direction, but then I also had an idea off of that. What if I just went into KIZO and then converted it to a station? Then converted it back to a ship. Converting to a ship is not possible because it's not floating. I just turn the thrusters on before I drop it. All right, turn the thrusters on and then we'll drop it. All right, now it should be able to move. It's no longer locked. Info, convert to ship. Why is it not possible? Sometimes the butt of a ship like this, when you convert it to a station, it can get trapped on the inside of the voxels. So got to get rid of all the voxels here, because if you look at this right here, you can see that it was a little bit in the ground. So I just got to get rid of that really quickly, and that should allow us to actually convert it to a ship now. There we go. Let's take her for a test flight now. Come on, KIZO, don't fly up. No! We tried. Man, that's really annoying. So now my next theory is I could probably attach it to a station and then grind off the merge blocks. That might work. I'm not entirely sure. I was really hoping converting it to a station would work. It's kind of acting as if though one of the actual things on the ship is damaged. So once we build this welding, the welding rover, we should be able to come around KIZO and just weld up the sides. And what welders will do is if there is like a little bit of scrap stuck in something from taking damage, turning into scrap, and it's just stuck there, if you weld it, then essentially what it does is the welder will pull the scrap metal out, which can be really helpful for us. Because I think if it's not converting it to a station, which would reset its mass then it would probably be the latter. That was an idiot move. That was so dumb. Oh man. Ship's so heavy where I'll put that 2 up so that way we have a little bit better of a platform. The ship's so heavy, I didn't even realize we were going down so fast. What? Uh-oh. That's not good. We done brokified KIZO again, guys. It auto-locked. That's interesting. Wonder why it auto-locked. Jeez, we really did a number on him this time. I hope it didn't break any other blocks. Is there anything else damaged? Not you, not you. Anything on the sides? Seems to be extensively just the bottom section. We'll deal with it once we get the rover, and we can just weld it up that way. Let's go finish the little ramp we did. All right, we got 4 ramps. Let's go grab the materials. It should be done crafting. There we go. All right. Nice, nice. One more. Nice. All right, that's all welded up. Let's get the center section welded up because we need the center to be strong, and then we'll put the connector on, and I can always get down beneath it without, you know, hitting anything because of the passageway that we made, so that should be fine. Get the connector out as well. Connector. There we go. It's not in the dead center, which means I might have to move it this way one, or I might have to move it the opposite way one, depending on where we put the connector on the actual ship. And I was thinking about making the connector like as low as we possibly can. Is that white? Oh, that's right. I think I made the platform white, didn't I? I don't know. I'll have to see once I start welding up the rest of it. I might have just... Oh yeah, you know what? I think I started welding this up as red because we put another unknown signal down there. And oh, we should go check that guy out. See if he's a special one that we don't have already. Oh, it's one we've already gotten before. We'll just grab his yeah, we'll just grab whatever it is and then grab whatever's in here. There we go. All right, see you later, buddy. We've already got an exotic crawler. I like the ones with thrusters, which is a cool variant of the one that we already have, but I just don't think... I don't know, I don't think they're easy to get, because the second you get close, they just automatically start going up, and they can easily explode. Oh no, I didn't realize just how many broke. Oh Jesus. We'll figure it out. We'll have the welding pit over here, so that way we can just lightly land it on top and weld this thing up. We're gonna fix you guys up. We're gonna fix you, buddy. Now we can actually run some of the tubing. I want to run just a little bit of the tubing because I want to see what it looks like and see how it is to walk on top of it before I go through with my plan. So I can put one right here like this, and then I'm gonna have one directly beneath it, and then I'll go with one of these. Make sure I have it low enough. I think that's why I love games like Stationeers, or not specifically Stationeers, because there are some games I like a little bit more than Stationeers, but I like games where when you run the cable, it kind of like strews about the ground, you know, kind of just lazily is thrown on the ground. Because those games, it's real. It's you know, it just feels a little bit more realistic instead of this where I'm running, you know, scaffolding of pipe, and then I can weld the pipe up and it's super duper sturdy. Defects, problems, stuff of that nature really makes a game a game. You know, games like this, they're super fun because you can be very, very creative. But if you're going for a realistic game, then you have to have mistakes. And in Stationeers, there are so many mistakes that you will run into. Nobody's perfect in that game at all. Trust. There is no perfect human being playing Stationeers. Ugh, I just combined the two games. Stationeers. There are people that are really, really good at Stationeers that know pretty much everything there is to know about the game, but they're still going to make mistakes because of how how complicated the game is. There is a defined amount of everything that you would want, but because it's such a complex game with so many things that can go wrong, things will go wrong. And unless you're very adamant about double checking and making sure that you did things properly by going over your own work multiple times, you're gonna run into those problems. You're gonna make mistakes and you're going to have to fix them eventually. It can either be fixing them by trial and error, or you could fix them by just knowing exactly what you did wrong and just fixing it that way. All right. Is that not down the center? Is this the center or is this the center? Oh no, I think this is the center right here. Oh no, that's not the center. Okay, so we got to go through here. So this needs to come out like this. Mind you, I do want to say that I enjoy Space Engineers more than I enjoy Stationeers. And there's a few reasons for that, right? Stationeers is a very fun game, but Stationeers is also one of those games where you can lose everything in just like one mistake. Literally everything. Because say you overpressurize a canister. Boom, there goes half your base, there goes your pressurization, you got to rebuild the walls, you could be dead, you lose all of your gear. And if you're on a planet like Vulcan or Venus, there's no coming back from that. Like, very little. One of the things I've always wanted to do on Stationeers, which I'm not going to give you all the details, but it's a very, very difficult challenge, just like Space Engineers. And I have a name for it too that I don't want to say, because I definitely do want to make it into a series. So I don't want to throw the idea out there and have somebody steal it. But essentially, it's probably one of the hardest starts you'll ever have in Stationeers. And it's for a lot of different reasons. But it's, you know, that's the type of stuff I love to do. Because I guess I just genuinely enjoy challenges like the impossible start, or the worst start, or survival impossible. They're all just fun game modes, and that's because at their core, they're game modes where it's your own creativity, it's your own ability, like, or your understanding of the game, it's your own ability to think critically that truly allows you to win those game modes. It's not just, hey, get lucky or have all the supplies or just hoard. It's, you have to really know the game mechanics. You have to really understand what you're getting into and what you're doing to truly succeed in games like Project Zomboid even. You know, I've always loved Project Zomboid. I've made a few videos on Project Zomboid. And the reason those games are just at their core very fun is because there is no coming back from death, right? You can run back to your body, but you'll never have that character again. And that it's that permanence, right? It's not an artificial difficulty. It truly is something that will break you, because there is no getting that character back. And if you play it permadeath, where you do not get another character, it's heart-wrenching. You know, you build your base, you build everything up, and it's all gone, you know? And it's sad, but it truly makes games like Project Zomboid fun. You know, it gives the games more, it just adds more risk to the games themselves. You know, it adds more of a realistic, like, once it's over, it's over. There is no coming back. And it's very hard to find a game like that, you know, because you've got games like Dark Souls, which, you know, it's brutal, but there's checkpoints, you know, there are checkpoints, and there are a few different reasons why Dark Souls isn't that scary or that difficult of a game. It is hard, but it's only punishing because you don't know the mechanics or you're not good at the mechanics. In a game like Getting Over It with Benny Foddet. That game is purely rage inducing due to the fact that it has horrible game mechanics. It's not your lack of understanding of the game mechanics. It's just that the game mechanics aren't responsive. In Dark Souls, the game mechanics are extremely responsive. You just have to be good with the mechanics. You have to understand the skill set. You have to understand the moves. And everything's going to punish you if you don't. And that's why I think games like Getting Over It are more rage-inducing, but games like Dark Souls are more fun. I mean, it's hard to say what exactly makes a good game. Everyone thinks they know, but nobody really knows what exactly makes a good game unless you've been making them for years and you truly understand what works and what doesn't. Because gaming is easy. You know, I sit here, I play a game, but being critical about what truly makes a game fun is very difficult because it's the small things that you never think about that makes the game the most fun. People say they want more realism, but in reality, they don't want more realism because they get angry when they have to spend an hour crafting one material. They don't want that type of realism. What they're saying is, I want a more realistic game that looks more realistic and feels more realistic. How do you get a realistic feel without having all of the hassle of realism? That is one of the questions game developers have been trying to solve forever. And you know, I've coded for quite a few years now, and I've never truly coded a game because they are such a huge task to take on. You know, it's not just one and done. It's not just get a game engine and make it. Because if you want to make a game, why not go all out? Make a game that you'd actually want to play. Don't make some game that, you know, is kind of fun that you would play if you were bored, right? You'd want a game that you would actually genuinely come back to. And that the dedication that it takes to make a game like that is soul crushing. It's actually soul crushing. And you really do have to be a special type of person to be able to sit there and make a game. It is not easy. It can be fun at times, but the amount of headache you get with dealing with bugs or dealing with just errors in your own code, or maybe you forget one day because you just don't feel good. You come into work on your game and you're like, okay, today I'm going to focus up. I'm going to finish this game. I know exactly what I want to do. You start off with coding like 10, 20 lines. Well, you go back to the first 10 lines. You didn't actually name anything at all. You didn't tell yourself what you're doing or what something was supposed to do. And now you end up where you've got almost 10, say 20 lines of code that is just broken, right? Because yeah, you only wrote 10 lines of code, but that 10 lines of code broke everything. So how do you know it was the 10 lines of code, or maybe it was an error in the other parts of your code? Nah, you know, that's difficult. Have we not been recording game audio this entire time? Why aren't you recording game audio? Sorry guys, I don't... give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't know why it hasn't been recording game audio this entire time, but that will be it for this episode, guys. I thought we were going to finish this platform, but essentially we got distracted with this little part right here. In the next episode, we will try to build this little rover that we're going to need to weld up this entire platform. But that's about it for this episode, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.